Peace be to you all. Assalamualaikum. Omar here, physician associate, health educator, and endurance athlete. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the PA role versus the physician role. I think this is important now more than ever before with this COVID pandemic, and then things like even Russia invading Ukraine. We don't know how that's going to affect our healthcare system. We no longer have an isolated world. What happens on the other side of the planet affects us. It's small ripple effects. We may not see it or feel it immediately, but it does have effects. So I had a discussion with one of the physicians with whom I work, and she's telling me about all of the things that she had to do as the supervising physician, and that's meeting with the hospital president, the CEOs, CFOs, clinical directors, hiring people, possibly firing them, you know, coming up with administrative guidelines and stuff. I don't like doing any of those things, but it's necessary to keep a hospital and a practice running. I'm good just seeing patients, um, educating myself, either through reading literature or taking workshops like hospitals, boot camps, and so forth. That's what I want to do. My passion is really in education and you know things outside of the hospital. There's a price to pay for being the physician, and I really don't want to pay it. Um, Even financially, my I think I owe just under $100,000 in student loans, where the doctors they're telling me anywhere between 300,000 to 500,000. When you take into consideration doing undergraduate, then medical school, then your residency where you're working 60 hours a week and getting paid like $40,000 a year. As a doctor, I didn't have to do that, but I still get to take care of patients. Um, Certainly under the direction and supervision of a medical doctor. That allows me to live what I think would be a more dynamic life, where if I were a doctor. If I had to worry about all of these other things, if I had people calling me literally in the middle of the night about emergencies in the hospital, could I go for a 20-mile run in the morning? I don't think so. My wife and I've got 4 children. They're transitioning into young adulthood, and I'm proud of the fact that I've always been able to be there for them. I don't know if I could do that if I was a doctor. Um, you kind of make priorities in life, and you can't have everything being a priority at once. I'm here in Washington D.C., and every political year, every campaign year, there's these would-be politicians say, "I promise to make this my priority if you elect me." Then they go to the other group that they think is going to fund them and vote for them. "I promise that I'm going to make this my number one priority." Well, you've said that to 5 different groups of people. You can't have 5 different number one priorities. So you're making promises that you can't possibly keep. And my word is very important to me. So I would not want to be spread too thinly amongst my family and my community. And then my patients. I got multiple patients with multiple morbidities. But as the PA, I get to see them, treat them, talk to their families, use my background in health education to educate their families and the patients when I see them. And then I get to go home. And not, when I'm home, I'm home. My supervising physician's home, but then you get multiple calls throughout the day. You get, so it's very there's a different level of responsibility and accountability. As a PA, those of you guys that are interested in the field, I think you'll be able to have a more balanced life depending on the other things that you want to do outside of medicine. And I think that's a good thing. If that's what you want to work, that's what you want to do. I really want to work on my nonprofit organization. I want to write some books, before I kick the bucket. And that's die colloquially. As I get older, I have less time left, on this earth. With each passing day, I'm closer to my grave. Look how many people are dying. There's the pandemic, there's war, there's drive-by shootings, like here in D.C., mass shootings. So you never know when you're going to die. How many people die, unexpectedly? But that's life. But I don't want to live for my job or my career. And I think being a PA allows you to. It's allowed me to live a more balanced life than if I were a doctor. So it might work for you guys that are interested in becoming a PA. But that's it for now. Now I got to go work out. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. Subscribe if you feel like it. And you can reach me on Instagram if you want. Take care. Peace.